In part 1, we built a base deep in the woods. We sat in the dark and contemplated our solo existence. We made some tea and we farmed some wood, maybe a little too much wood. We went underground for some loot and brought everything back safely. And now, here we are. Let's continue this story. While I was out farming some barrels, I was suddenly attacked by this guy. I didn't think this would happen, but an unexpected long chase began. He may have won this battle, GG, but he didn't win the war. Now, we've all seen chases like this in Rust. It's nothing new, but this right here, I was not expecting. Seeing how he came back geared up with a SAR, I decided my best move would be to buy some diving equipment and go underwater. So that's what I did. With a full tank, I decided to do some looting. Might as well go back home with my pockets full. After doing a little bit of work in my base, I went out for some farming, but quickly remembered that I had berries and a mixing table at home. So I rushed back, made some tea, and accelerated the farming process. At this point in the wipe, I was overflowing with stone, so it was time to set up the large furnace base. There's nothing that feels better than starting up a large furnace inside of your base. Since my entrance was ready for the bunker, I tested it out by sealing up and breaking open the twig. Everything checked out. Okay, I'm gonna do harbor. I'm gonna finish up the monument, get the blue card, do satellite. I'm just gonna hit up these monuments over here. I really need to get a gun, so that's what I'm gonna focus on right now. Let's get it done. Since I had a few monuments nearby, I geared up and made my way over. Now these were 2 green card monuments, but whoever said you can't do 2 at a time? You know what? I'm already out here, so I'm just gonna go do satellite dish. Okay, I just did 2 green card monuments, got 2 blue cards, which is great, and I'm gonna head back to base now and get ready to do a blue card monument. That's the plan. We don't have anything too close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back underground. I'm going to make my way over to Outpost, and I'm going to do the same thing. Send over a bunch of scrap, and with that scrap, I'll research a gun, or maybe I'll be able to buy a gun or something. We'll see. Instead of going here, I'm actually going to go to military tunnels, change it up a little bit. Looting underground is an extremely efficient way at collecting scrap as a solo. So if I can pull it off, I go under as many times as I can. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. That was so intense, but we did it. We're about to have a ton of scrap. This is awesome. Let's recycle. After recycling, I used my little trick of shops to bring back my loot safely. As a solo, dropping a supply signal, here goes, is just asking for trouble. Everyone will see it miles away and make their way over. So I waited patiently in hopes that this one would be overlooked. Not great. I was hoping for a gun, but I guess this'll do. After bringing over the important items to the base and retrieving the loot, I ran back over to Outpost to collect the remainder of my belongings. These items were less valuable, so I was willing to take a risk and run back home with them. On the way back, I found this decayed base, and inside one of the boxes, I found this. What? Later that day, I found this base nearby with a large furnace that was active. Getting into the compound was far too easy, so I wanted to be sure there were no traps. And once I did, I went in. Okay, I'm going to build out the compound. I'm gonna maximize on my comfort here. The ultimate cozy base. Here we go. A step that I don't often do is build out a compound, but this time I wanted to do it. So I gathered my wood, made as many walls as I could, and I started laying them down. I went ahead and built out a gate entrance for my compound. And also some external TCs to protect from nearby builders. When that was done, I laid down a campfire and I rested. I rested my eyes up at the stars, and as I watched them twinkle in the sky, I wondered. Out here in the middle of nowhere, deep in the woods, I felt isolated from the world, and to myself, I wondered, am I alone? Is anybody out there? But as I watched the sky, changing just like I do, I realized that change is the definition of nature. We all change, and we all move in a flow that the world guides us through, just like the stars. See you guys in part 3. been watching an Orange Dream production.